Carpal Tunnel.
Hi guys, long time no see. Welcome to the Carpal Tunnel Diaries with your hosts Bianca and Joel.
What's up, guys?
We have a really exciting episode for you today. It's a little special. Today, Joel and I are gonna tell each other why we think the other is single.
And we have not told each other what we had come up with for you guys. So I am hearing this for the first time, and Bianca is also hearing this for the first time. So it's a little fun experiment.
So this could be the end of our podcast if
Joel's
really
might. Well, I'll try to be somewhat nice as I can in the context and in the spirit of this show.
Want to stay on brand?
Please, hit me with the right hook. I'm good. I got it. I can take the blows.
All right. Who should go first? Do you
Should
want to
we
go
roll
first?
a dice? Let me roll a dice.
Roll a dice.
All right, you tell me. You got odds. I'll take evens.
Okay.
Also, we're in opposite cities, so Bianca's just gonna have to trust me on this one. You ready?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I can't see you, but you know.
You gotta
what
call
else
it.
is a relationship built out if not trust? Odd.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. And it's a 6. Guess we have to go first. Alright. So, let's jump to it. So, the first thing I had as to why our lovely Bianca is currently a single lady is because of how much she loves to jump from boy to boy, and about how every single night it's a decision of who she wants to be with at that time. If you were someone that wanted to be in a relationship or trying to be with a single individual, you would always want to seek out that person, whereas Bianca can never have that one guy. Like, she has this one guy she's kind of seeing that she met on Tinder. She has this other guy she's kind of seeing that she met at work. She has this other guy from who knows where that lives in Seattle. And she can't decide. And even though she can't decide, she also doesn't have time for all three because of her insane amount of hobbies. Like, she does sketch comedy. She does this podcast with me. She has a sick job. She travels a lot. She hangs out with her friends. She has so much sick shit that she's doing, and she puts all of that above being in a relationship, which is completely fair, but also at times you have to prioritize being in a relationship. I don't know if she does. My next point is that I think she's a bit of a worry wart. And by that I mean she worries a lot about not only what people around her think, but mostly about what her partners are thinking at this current time at completely random hours when they're probably just like napping or like eating ice cream or doing who knows what are they seeing other people? Ooh, they like this photo on Instagram. Do you think that they like their friend who likes their friend and they connected with them who connected with them? So that means that they are sleeping with this person and just making like completely illogical connections to things. That's reason number 2. Reason number 3, which kind of relates back to the first one, is recently I was talking to her and there was something that she said which is a little, I don't know what the best word for it is, but definitive of her personality. She said that she really likes this one guy that she's seeing, but she needs to meet a new man. And I will put that in brackets, quote it, straight from her mouth. So when you're constantly jumping from guy to guy, obviously it's going to be pretty hard to get into a relationship.
Wow.
Next, I have a couple more.
Ooh.
I have a couple more.
Okay.
The next one, for some reason, she finds guys who are somewhat insecure and who think that she is better than them and are intimidated by her, which leads me to believe that she's going after the wrong people. So she's not completely searching for what's best for her. She kind of either likes being in this position of power or attracts individuals who are attracted to her being a strong, independent woman. Bianca?
These were very thoughtful bullet points that you just provided, and I have a lot of soul searching to do. I'm not mad, so we can still be friends.
All right, perfect.
I think these are all
As long as we can still record a podcast from 600 miles, 300 miles away.
I know. Well, that is the biggest thing is that, you know, I was scared that when we decided to do this episode that one of us is going to enter into a relationship before we actually recorded the podcast, but that hasn't happened, so we're in the clear.
Not me.
Not me. So without further ado, I have some bullet points on why I think the stud that is Joel is single. My first one is Joel won't settle. Some might call it being picky. Joel wants someone who is smart, funny, independent. Joel is not looking to wife just anyone up. Now, this might be like an obvious thing, but I think some people are less picky when they're looking for someone. I think you know what you want, and that makes it harder to find someone because, you know, you're not going to just date someone because they're down. Joel here has rejected his fair share of ladies, which I am so impressed with. So I think when you know what you want, you're single a bit longer because you're not going to settle. My next point, not over ex-girlfriend.
I don't know about that.
For you that don't know, Joel just got out of a long three-year relationship with someone that he loved a lot. I think that while you're making great progress, there are still things you have to work out with this relationship that, you know, make it so that you're not quite ready to enter into a new one. My third point is large shoes to fill. Not only is Joel out of a new relationship, he's out of a relationship with someone who is really cool. So I think, you know, this kind of goes back to my first point, but, you know, you have a lot to, the lady that you're going to end up with is going to need to be smart, funny, talented, because you had a really loving relationship that you want to emulate, if not transcend. And then my next note is Joel has a robust life outside of his romantic endeavors.
Robust.
So his priorities are, you know.
What a strong word to use.
I know. I took this seriously, you know, when I wrote it 5 minutes before we recorded.
A whole 5 minutes?
I took 10 minutes. It took me a while to call you. You have a lot of friends. You have a lot of family in the Bay Area. You have a job in data. That's not easy. I mean, you do work out at work, but it seems hard.
It's easy enough.
So you have a lot of venues of your life that are important to you, so that your priorities, even though you are looking for love, make it so that you are maybe still single because you don't have as much time. And lastly, and I've already kind of talked about this, you're a man who really knows what he wants. And I know I just said that, but I wasn't supposed to say that in my first note. But you're a man who really knows what he wants. And so I think that it makes it so that, well, quite a few girls have been in Joel, you know, since we've started this podcast. I think like 2 or 3, which is kind of a lot.
I think it's 4, but that's beyond the point.
Okay. Well, I was rounding down, but 4, you know, and I know a lot of guys who, they're like, dang, someone's down, I'm down. But, you're a man who knows what he wants. So you're going to be single for a long time.
I would agree.
What did you think? You think I got some of it?
I think you probably got 3 of 4. That's pretty fucking solid. I don't know what you missed, but I think that the point of me still being in love with my ex-girlfriend, and that's preventing me from getting into a new relationship.
I actually retract that. First of all,
putting asterisk.
Would you say it's fair to maybe say that there are trust issues after your last relationship?
I don't know about trust issues, maybe more so commitment issues.
Yeah, like there's a wall that has been kind of built up that is going to take a while to break down, which I might add I think is a good thing because you know, but after your last relationship you were a little bit hurt, and I think you're not entirely over it to the point where you're just going to enter into a new relationship. It makes it a bit harder. What do you think about that?
Right. Yeah, I think that's a better way of phrasing it. I think that although that relationship is definitely still on my mind, I'm 100% positive that I'm ready to date and be with someone that fits what I'm looking for, you know? So I don't think that relationship is impeding me on continuing living my life. But at the same time, like, it is there, and I think that from it I really learned what I want in that next person I'm seeking that, if that makes sense.
Oh, nice. I think you hit the nail on the head with me pretty well. I wish I jumped from man to man. I think that in my head I do. Even if they don't want to hang out with me, I'm jumping from one man to the next man.
You get with a lot of people. Or at least a lot of people have crushes on you.
Maybe.
It's
You always true. Want more people to have crushes on you. It's never enough. Oh, God, that's fine.
Well.
Exactly why I'm single.
That just proves my point.
And on that note.
All right, we're going to end it here. Please like, subscribe, comment, email us. We've been forgetting to mention that, but we would love your emails and feedback about what you guys think we should talk about next, or any questions about love, dating, data, whatever questions you have, we will try to answer. If we get enough, we would love to do a Q&A episode. That would be dope. So feel free to reach out to us.
Let us do a Q&A episode. Reach out to us.
That'd be sick.
Give us 25 views. It's going to happen.
I think that would be a win.
It's really going to happen. All right, Carpal Tunnel. We'll see you next week at Carpal Tunnel Diaries.
Bye, guys.